Are you ready to change the game? Then recognize the skin you have in it. With the upcoming black new moon in Capricorn, we are being gifted an opportunity to see just how far we have come. To pause, reflect, and be with the stories now wishing for acknowledgement, as the very steps upon the path we may have lost sight of, beyond desires and resolutions to the greater potential for and within us all. The original light found inside the darkness now rising to be seen, remembered in the wake of forgetfulness, through the integration, not shedding, of the human experience. I hadn't intended on writing a blog today. In fact, I hadn't even realised we were facing a new black moon, being the second lunation this month, because I've yet to leave the darkness, or so I believed, that I find myself in, regardless of what is occurring around me. As I honour my own transition in and through the rites and passage of sacred introspection. I have fought many demons of my own story, including the concern that I no longer give a fuck, as I egoically realise that the world itself won't indeed stop spinning without my own incredibly vital input. Here, I have remained in solitude, shedding the narratives, people, and scenarios outgrown. Despite feeling something shift upon waking, however, the last thing I had on my mind this morning were any intentions to share what I had received. Not sure if I would again, how, when, or why, believing I needed a planned comeback of sorts to explain my absence. The truth is, I have just been with my grief, rather than outrun it or believe I can. There have been no fancy healing modalities, no epiphanies, well, none that need sharing yet, no pressure from higher forces. Just a respect for the very human process my soul has been experiencing, alongside a greater acknowledgement of my own capabilities with this. Feeling into an innate emotional knowing rising within me, I have instead received the medicine beneath the pain that so often stops me in my tracks. Providing numerous reasons for moving on, instead I have moved in. Like the snake eating its own tail, to look at what I no longer wish to consume on many levels in 2025. Solidifying the potential movements needed in my own physical upgrades, I've become the energy I currently require by embodying the season I find myself in and part of. Wintering, reflection, trust, and integration. From here, of course, what is asked of me has naturally made itself more visible in the guidance, healing, and ceremonies I offer, as I prepare to hold space for the potential upcoming game changer. Not only in the energies for next year, but the Fool's Journey tarot session I've gifted some dear friends of mine. Naively believing I wouldn't play the game but witness the journey, get some external answers, and somehow be magically prepared for a new beginning. Writing this now, post-experience, I can feel the humour waiting within my own curiosity as I take time to reflect on the insights of the path so far, the pain, loss, endurances the last 12 months have offered, the remembering of my own strength, timing, and sovereignty through self-awareness as a result. Not in anything gained, including the ever-elusive power so many claim to be retrieving of late, but the wisdom that has always been there. The records kept, stored in my own body of every step taken, until ready to bring home within me the truth, myself, the core light of who I am. Every life-shaking moment that has yet to break me down but open me up, accepted as part of the original blueprint, held within my own cellular memory, I am waking to, continually. As I, like us all, embrace this rare new moon for the second opportunity it offers. By looking at how far we have come, and in this, decide what versions of ourselves will now lead us forward. Occurring in the zodiac of Capricorn, ending the Sagittarian cycle initiated at the beginning of the month. With both the sun and moon in this devil-like energy, any focus now will highlight the balance of light and dark within our own physical experiences. encouraging us to build upon the constructive traits of this cardinal sign by acknowledging our own disciplines and resourcefulness, reflecting on all we have achieved, but moreover, the resolutions formed in the steps we have taken, not the obstacles upon which they were built. We are more than our endurances. From here, in focusing on the practical long-term goals, our deeper awareness brings us the opportunity to embody fully any maturity gained, and for some, lost, minus the heaviness of Pluto. Reinforcing a more common sense of availability to ourselves and each other as a result. Committing to the nurturing of any dreams now will take a recognition of our own responsibility in a realistic manner, ensuring we reach out for the support needed by allowing the vision to lead us, not the other way round. In guiding a more ordered approach, only then can we hold space through the simple, yet often overcomplicated, disrespected, sacred act of integration. Until the next dark moon and Chinese New Year, there will be great emphasis on our connection to this present moment, as we provide a safe and secure environment for any outgrown stories to be shed. Connecting us to the archetype of Amaru, serpent of the waters on the medicine wheel, alongside the snake in Asian astrology, now more than ever is a time to slow down, or be given the opportunity to do so externally. The solid foundations we seek reside in the introspection of our ability to walk the path we find ourselves upon. Although many may see this as a sense of restriction over the next few weeks, it is in Capricorn's greatest lesson of acceptance. The wisdom to pause and figure out what really matters frees us from any constricting energies as we head into the year of the Hermit and Moon numerically. Any cycles here will initiate a necessary collective completion, provided we can recognize the fundamental, no matter how small, steps towards an expansion and vision of change in 2026. Rather than avoid or rush the process, it is in the human encounter of our own history we will find the wisdom available to not only flake off any fakery, but reclaim the beauty way hidden within every experience. Supporting us all to become more woke to the only thing we really needed to see, the forgetfulness of our own light, the vision held for and within each of us, the perspectives we continue to create as a reminder of this. With this final new moon of the modern calendar, not only can we expect how we record cycles to change, adopting a more traditional feminine wisdom as a result, but regardless of political manufactured timing, step into a more aligned season within, and in doing so, restore the unique connection we have with Pachamama. Here, the many phases and deja vu moments rising on many levels to be processed can be used for the opportunity to heal that they have always been. Not in changing or fixing, but reinstating balance with who we came here to be. If we can firstly answer why we may have avoided this, the retrieval of our soul's potential will be one of ease and grace. In loving all aspects of the self, taking the time needed, giving ourselves permission to feel, the sacredness of our own native nature will ensure we continue to be directed on, at times, incredibly uncertain paths towards, from, and by our own inner Salka, the undomesticated light that this strength year has been about. Ruled by Saturn, to which it is forming a sextile in Pisces, this new moon will highlight a desire for more intimate relationships, especially to the expanded future many now long for, through a more creative or spiritual manner. This dreamy, psychic yet grounded energy forms a much needed interwoven vibration, introducing us all to the potential opening required for 2025 through new perspectives and approaches that are both effective and sustainable, simply by authentically appreciating what's worthy of our time, our own insecurities included. With Mars retrograde in Leo, Jupiter retrograde in Gemini, and Uranus in Taurus, we are being invited to feel into what truly inspires us and why. What or even who helps us to expand, the impact of contracting our own light, alongside how this has affected all our values, particularly around change, as we decide what we are walking away or towards. Quincunx Jupiter, any growth now will come from unusual and inventive ways, bringing forward eccentric teachers and no doubt lessons, willing to dream the dreams they dare to dream, together with a much needed dose of optimism and laughter, especially with ourselves. As Mars continues to be in opposition with Pluto, we can expect some volcanic, hidden, restrictive creative fires to rise to the surface, supporting us to confront our own psychological depths with courage and integrity, should we wish to apply any transformative insights into our own reality. Finally, with Jupiter squaring Saturn, it is in the push and pull of these cosmic contractions we can refine our ambition, challenge any desires, and embrace the collective moral and structural agency of leadership now being demanded of us all, in all areas of life, none more so than our own self-belief. Things will feel different without the weight of Pluto and Capricorn, because no matter what we see around us, deep down inside we know things have shifted. We have changed. In this instability, there is stability, a knowing within the unknown, rooted in ourselves and the very experiences we have encountered. Becoming the keeper of our own records, this wisdom will be more activated in our awareness over the coming months, with many forgotten old ways and aspects of our soul's potential reignited. In this space of renewal, second chances are reborn in the respect that completion doesn't mean endings or separation, but a return to wholeness. As Chiron goes direct in Aries, it is this appreciation of our past that will bring forth the balance of our present and subsequent harmony in any future we build upon. Found in the first decan, linked to the Two of Pentacles in the Tarot, occurring on the 30th of December at 22:26 in the UK, providing the numerical frequency of the Emperor, Strength, Hanged Man, Empress, and Lover's archetype overall. It is the fortitude, courage, and tenacity to open to any patience required that will support a more intuitive perspective of any knowledge gained, as we compassionately see the beauty way of experience for the greatest teacher and alchemist found within us all. May we integrate the wisdom keepers we came here to be, and in doing so, step into the vision waiting for us to carry forward. In deepest munay, I ask you now, why has it taken so long? Take care. You know where I am. Kirsty.